Hey, everybody, we're live at the Paste Studio right now with Drea Pizziconi. Drea, thanks for being here. Yay! Yeah. And joining you today, a band of wonderful musicians. You guys sounded outstanding in sound check, so thank you for bringing this music to us here today. We're going to do 3 songs today. What's happening first?
First, we're gonna do a song. Actually, we haven't even mixed this song. This is kind of a special Paste Friday. It's called Wonder Girl, and this Sunday is International Women's Day, and so we kind of pulled this one out of the archives. This one might not even be on the next album that we put out. It's just we've got so much stuff, and we just thought today's a good day. It's raining, might as well.
Outstanding. I'd love to hear it.
Thanks so much.
Don't get lost in her gaze, cause when she looks, she doesn't play it cool. She's got plans in mind, she will break the rules. She can roll with the big boys, her thick skin won't let them get her down. God is on her side, she's got this, don't be a fool. She's got her eyes on you, cause if you let your emotions rule, boy, she'll rule your kingdom too. The world is cruel, it's hers to change and school. She is the fuel to get us all on through. Ooh, she's got her head on straight, just not the time to waste. No room to contemplate, she will control her fate. You don't need to protect her, she can speak and hold her head up proud. Not a unicorn, but a real life jewel. Bet you think she's amazing, that her confidence can cure the world. But she's not alone, she's a billion strong. Don't be a fool, she's got her eyes on you. Cause if you let your emotions rule, boy, she'll rule your kingdom too. The world is cruel, it's hers to change and school. She is the fuel to get the job done. She is me, I am her. Wait and see, we'll be
Cool. Drea, thank you. Everybody, thank you. This sounds great. I feel like we're in very good hands and being sent into the weekend the right way right now. So thanks for doing this. We
you.
are, considering International Women's Day, it's coming up on Sunday, considering the vibe of the song that you just played, this seems like a perfect time to talk about what else you have going on outside of the context of music. I mean, I know you're this Renaissance woman. You've got a ton going on, including, let's talk specifically about Girls First Finance, because this is a big time for the tool that you have built, among many things that you have built, that helps to let women access the funding that they need to become educated in some parts of the world that may not give a shit about education for women. Can you talk more about what you're up to?
Sure. Well, every woman has a story. There's not a single woman that doesn't have a story. But I think that this is an incredible time where women are speaking up and speaking out and talking to each other. And Girls First Finance came to be, actually, it came out of a situation in some parts of the world. There's a lot of exploitation around sex for grades and just exploitation of young women to get into college, to get through college. I'm a survivor. Many women are survivors. Many women don't even know that they're survivors until they start to reflect and realize what they've been through. And so what I realized is that, having been through the journey as an artist, but also as an entrepreneur that I've been through, there was no greater gift or blessing that I could feel than to take my experience, both as a financier but also as an artist, and put it into a venture. In this case, it's a fintech product. It's an app, and it's loans that could help other women, young women in a new generation, to get the support they need to just get through it. You know, we say it's from menstruation to midlife career. So it's kind of from 12 really to like 40 that women need support, and we need to support each other. We need money for school. Some parts of the world, 50% of women are sometimes put under pressure to compromise their dignity just to go to school. And it's not different in America. It's not different in the UK and Europe. The issue of sugar babies, sugar daddies, and just how women are expected to use our value or to promote ourselves. It's complicated. And so this app is an empowerment tool that provides mentorship, money, jobs, support building resumes, and pretty much trauma support, everything that a woman needs to get through that period of her career.
Nice. Well, thank you for doing that. We're always happy to use this platform to amplify the voices of people who are out there building tools and doing stuff that matters. So we're happy to share your message with the internet right now. And what is what the single best thing that people can do, the best resource that people can go to figure out more about what you're up to and to get involved? Is it girlsfirstfinance.com, or is there a better place to go?
So they can go to girlsfirstfinance.com. They can follow Girls First Finance on Instagram or on Twitter or Facebook. And we just actually today so it's funny, as a survivor, I was never on social media, and I know that's relevant because this is a very important social media platform. I just joined social media recently, a few years ago, and today is kind of my cherry pop for Facebook. It's the first time actually cheating. Yesterday was I went on to see what it was like. But so, following us on social media, now that we're really live, is one way to see when we launch this month. We will launch for Women's History Month. So, come join our family, women and men, by the way, because there are so many good men out there that want to know how to support women in this journey, and they can learn and they can understand what our world looks like by becoming allies at Girls First Finance.
Outstanding. Well, welcome to the Facebook part of the internet. You're on it right now. There's people. My father-in-law's tuned in from Norway right now.
My God.
He's tuned in. Yeah.
Hello.
We got
I'm
an
Norwegian.
international crowd. Hey, Shell.
You know that I'm from Kristiansand. I heard I'm supposed to, that might be your town, evidently. So
that is definitely where he's at.
My peeps are from there, so there you go.
Nice. There's a lot more music happening. You're going to do a second song right now. What's coming up next today?
So the next song is This Land, which we just released a video for a few days ago, so folks can check that out. This song came to be, so a while ago I was asked to perform This Land Is Your Land as kind of a protest song, but I didn't know if it was going to land as a white artist singing it, because you know, when that's, and Woody Guthrie wrote it originally with all of the verses meant to be as a social commentary, but when it ultimately became commercialized and became the anthem that we know, it kind of left out part of the story. And so I reflected on it, and ultimately I decided that the best way to perform it was to write a new song about this land, and inspired by Woody Guthrie. And of course, he wrote This Land 80 years ago last week. So it's kind of a momentous time for what that song has meant in America. And so our version of that song, the one that I wrote, is a little bit more raw. It's a little bit more, it's not rosy-hued glasses. But neither was his. It's just that some of his verses didn't get commercialized. So that's This Land.
All right.
Thanks.
This land was made for you and me to be free, to manifest our destiny. This land is where our children can sing so sweetly. But can they live here in harmony? This land was their land. This land is now our land. From California all the way to Rikers Island. From the Iroquois forest to the Calabash waters. This land was taken for you and me. This land is where our dreams can be reality. But is it fairer for you or me? This land, its fruits, we can feed each other so easily. But would you share if I'm hungry? As I was walking on down the highway, I saw beyond me people with riches go by me, and I saw below me my Father's humility. On this land He gave for you and me. This land is where my mother had taught me to be me. But can I speak up with dignity? This land is rivers and valleys and mountains, such beauty. But where's the beauty when hate runs deep? As I was wandering, I found myself wondering, is there a voice of brotherly love still abounding? And what of my sisters? Our pain is still pounding. This land needs changing for us to be free. set us all free.
Thanks.
Yeah,
And shout
thank
out to
you.
Woody Guthrie for writing such a great song in the first place.
Yeah, yeah. We got to talk a little bit offline about what's happening in this room and these tapes behind you. And one of the tapes in that room is we don't have any Woody Guthrie in the room. We do have a Woody Guthrie tribute from Newport '68, where it was the year
Wow.
after he died, with Arlo Guthrie, with Ramblin' Jack, with Pete Seeger on it. This place is something of a music museum. There's a bunch of Donny Hathaway. There's Roberta Flack in the other room. The last show the John Coltrane Quintet ever played at, and so this room tends to be an easy environment to talk about musical influences. And I know, I mean, you've collaborated with a ton of fancy household name artists. I mean, Common's on your record, Gregory
Yeah,
Porter, Keon
right.
Harold, the Dap Kings horn section. Can you talk about some of the artists who've been really important to
Sure.
you over the years?
Maimouna Youssef as well. She did Let Us Dance as well, and she's fantastic. Artists that have been important to me, you mentioned Donny Hathaway and Leroy Hudson, and Leroy's still around, and I felt so blessed so shout out to Leroy if he's out there somewhere. They wrote an amazing song in Trying Times and released that song. I released a version of that song, just modernizing it just a little bit a few months back, and it became a thing down in Alabama and Georgia and whatnot, which was really surprising. And I think it's a testament to how people are feeling these days, which is regardless of what your political persuasion is, everybody's just really stressed because it's definitely trying. What's going on is trying. And so they were an influence. Phyllis Hyman, Nina Simone, and Judy Collins. I talk about those two a lot because they sang a lot of the same repertoire in very different ways. They were both very politically active, along with others in that era. But Nina Simone's music influenced me so incredibly much, and so did Judy Collins, and in different ways. Joni Mitchell, Ricky Lee Jones. A lot of people who have not discovered Ricky Lee Jones. I think she's one of the best songwriters of the 20th century.
See, we were talking to her about doing this. Something happened. She's not actually going to do it this time around, next time around, but we were this close. Judy did this not that long ago. She came in and did this session. Yeah.
They are like my heroes. Judy Collins, she is blessed with wisdom of a few decades more than me, and her voice is still so clear and perfect. And I just look up to her so much. And I saw Ricky Lee Jones in concert maybe 6 months ago. Still, the voice is just beautiful. And she wrote a song, Skeletons, which a lot of people have written songs that protested police brutality. People don't realize that decades before, she wrote a song that was so beautifully done. And it's just, her lyrics are so powerful to go back and listen to. And again. So those are many people. I mean, Paul Robeson inspired me. I'm a classically trained vocalist originally, so Marian Anderson, Jesse Norman, who just passed, inspired me greatly. Kathleen Battle. So there are a lot of people. There are a lot of spirits that have called upon this body, and I feel very blessed to be inspired by them.
Totally. Well, thank you for listing all of those. I mean, that's the part of the fun of asking that question is, so you just named at least 3 of those artists that you named are artists that I've never heard of. So it's nice to be able to expand what I'm listening to. And there are plenty of spirits here in this room also. I mean, there's some fancy, friendly ghosts on the wall there. I mean, you're hanging out in front of Tom Petty and David Bowie and...
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's a John
And
Lennon
John
tape
Coltrane
sitting
you
right over
mentioned.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. As a composer, he inspires me very much, and his late wife as well. I mean, both Alice and John Coltrane. I kind of write in that style, so yeah.
Well, thank you very much for bringing this music here today. And there's still one more coming up. What are you going to do
There's
last
one more
today?
song. So this last one, so I actually wrote this song originally for Keon Harold's album that came out a couple of years ago, which I had the pleasure of executive producing and writing on and producing. This song is called Circus Show. Gary Clark Jr. originally sang it, and the thing about this song is that when I originally wrote it, it was meant to be this dystopian kind of futuristic, it can't get this bad. And then when I wrote the song, it actually, the reality completely overtook the lyrics that I wrote. So I've had to keep rewriting the song. I mean, I rewrote it basically yesterday when we were in the rehearsal. We were, I was writing lines and whatnot. I'll probably rewrite it again next week until it lands. And so we'll see what date we actually finally release it. I might have to upgrade it again. But
it might happen mid-song right now. Who knows? I mean, if the mood strikes,
exactly,
just improv all the way through.
So this is kind of a premiere too. So this will be on the next album. We just don't know what lyrics will be on it. So these are the lyrics today.
Right.
Thanks.
America. Woke up this morning, news on my brain. Those men have gone down, been a mountain of pain. Sick, dying, cause the law ain't trying. Took a Chinese virus to get us all to care. While democracy is standing on trial, our forefathers sigh, closing borders, telling immigrants no. Need jobs, but you can't build a crazy wall. Police searching, neighbors hiding in fear. Paid taxes, didn't know they weren't welcome here. Headlines blowing my mind. It's time to call the higher spirits. Tell me what the hell's going on. What's going on? It's like a goddamn circus show here. America, what the hell's going on? Da 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 da, da 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 da, yeah. Russia's feeding news like fly fish bait. Fake news is gonna pick the damn's candidate. Police shooting like a carnival game. Hit a black bullseye and you won't get blamed. Started drilling over sacred land. If the earth burns, doesn't matter who gets slammed. Presidential ain't no honest Abe. 12,000 lives just over halfway in. Headlines blowing my mind. It's time to call the higher spirit. Tell me what the hell's going on. What's going on? It's like a goddamn circus show here, America. What the hell's going on? Da 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 da, da 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 da, yeah. Da 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 da. What the hell's going on? White male only federal nominees, but White House into a pathocracy. AG abusing laws to stoke hate. Someone tell that man it's not 58. Re-election is a fait accompli. Break a dozen laws and get away scot-free. Oh Lord, 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 Lord. Oh, what's going on? It's like a goddamn circus show here, America. What the hell's going on? Da 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 da, da 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 da, yeah. Da 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 da.
Drea, thank you for coming and doing this. Everybody, thank you. You guys
Can I
sounded
introduce
great
my
together.
band?
Yeah, please do.
Awesome. It's Katie Kresek, amazing.
Hey, Katie.
Dave Egger,
Hey, welcome back.
Oz Noy,
All right.
Stephen Wolf, the Wolf, Shelton Gray,
Shelton.
Chris Robb.
All right, Chris.
They're amazing.
Cool. Thank you guys all for coming and doing this. And we'll stay tuned for details on the working title of the album, anyways, Trying Times, after the
Yeah.
Donny Hathaway song
That's right.
that will be contained on it. Perhaps that's what it's going to be called. It'll be
Yeah.
out in 2020 by election time.
That's right, by election time. And speaking of elections and like nations and whatnot, I'm wearing these special earrings because this is actually Ghana Independence Day. And so, little shout out to Africa and Ghana and those folks, you know. So, got our Ashanti earrings. And yeah. And so, looking forward to touring some of this music later this year and getting the album done. We're doing a lot of videos right now. So, we're going to be releasing more singles in the coming months.
Outstanding. Well, we just made one. We made a video. We're on the internet
There
right
you
now.
go.
Thanks for coming and
Boom.
doing this.
This might
all
be it.
Details at DreaPizziconi.com as they are released. And travel safely, please, between all those dates. I know you do
Thank
quite a
you.
bit of transcontinental travel.
Yeah.
Please stay safe, and thanks again for coming and doing this today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.